Good morning from Salida. Yes, Salida, not Salida, which I thought the pronunciation because it was Spanish. We've been told multiple times that the Coloradoans say Salida. So we are here in Salida. Came in last night, got up, we're getting ready to hit back on the road, but wanted to share a couple things where we were able to walk the downtown here. They shut down a lot of the blocks. It's very artsy, a lot of culture here, a lot of people, building things. Really cool small town atmosphere. This Arkansas River is really the lifeblood of this area. Early morning here, there's tons of people out rafting. They have a little obstacle course here where you can go through the inner tube or paddleboard. There's raft trips that are getting ready to go. There's people out here having their dogs going for a morning swim. So there's lots of things like this where you can see that they've upcycled to create a little, artsy type of thing. You got the old skis here been turned into a bench, and then they actually block off big portions of these streets. Yeehaw! It makes a nice little district here where you can walk around for a couple blocks, and they have both these temporary barriers and they have some bigger cement barriers that we saw that they've actually decorated. You can probably see them way down there at the end of the street, but they've all individually decorated those. There's artists that have signed them. Creates a nice district for you to come have food, beverage, do a little shopping. And we are literally a block from the river from right here. So it's a whole district when you get down here. We're walking through the park here right in the middle of town this morning before we head out and get on the road. One thing that we wanted to target was going to a local distillery, since they are the only distillery that was locally here in town. So we stopped by there and had some good craft cocktails.
Oh boy!
Met the owners, locally owned and operated, and they also distill, make all their alcohols. So they have some vodkas, some gins, and they do a lot of infusions with those. And then on top of that, they actually make a lot of their mixers and a lot of different herbs that they use, little herbaceous notes. And then they also have a lot of different bitters that they use that they make in-house as well. So true craft cocktails. We wanted to target that for here for a nice nightcap after we checked into our hotel.
Yes! Yes!
This is a tourist town. We talked to a couple people that were locals last night, and they mentioned that tourism is their main driving economic factor here. So there's all tons of cute shops. You can see why it's a very attractive place to come stay. I wouldn't call it too kitschy. It's artistic, it's expressive. It's got this river here, so there's outdoor activities to do. There's some real true small businesses that you see in the area. Nothing that I would call really too touristy trap. It was a little pricier of a place to stay. We saw that, and so we wanted to know kind of what the attraction was, and coming here and visiting it for ourselves, now we kind of understand why some people like to come here. And they draw most of their tourism actually from other parts of Colorado, such as like Denver and some of the bigger cities. Stayed in a really cute Airbnb. They called it a hostel, but I called it a hotel with an S. Because it was an older house that had several different rooms. We had a suite, really quiet, you had some communal living spaces, but not what you would commonly think, or at least a lot of Americans think of as far as a hostel goes. I would call it a boutique hotel. Really nice place to stay. Had a really good sleep. We're powered up and ready to go. We're gonna work our way through the rest of the Rockies today, go and stop in Colorado Springs, work our way over to Denver where we'll be spending the evening.